Am I the asshole for cussing at a lady at the park? I, 14M, recently took my sister, 4F, to a park close to my house. She was pretty excited to go because her dad bought her a bicycle and she wanted to try it out. When we arrived, there was a lady with her 2 sons and a daughter. I made eye contact with the lady and just smiled and waved at her to be nice. After 15 minutes or so, my sister was playing on the swings because she got scared and didn't want to ride the bicycle anymore. I looked away for a second to say hello to my uncle since he lives close to us and he was passing by, and when I turned my head around to check on my sister, I saw she was crying and the lady's sons were using my sister's bike. I approached the kids and politely asked them to please leave the bike alone and use theirs. The 3 kids had brought their own bikes. They ignored me and continued to play with the bike. I decided to go up to the lady and ask her if she could talk to her sons. She responded with, "My kids are having fun and yours isn't using the bike, so I don't see a problem." I then responded with, "I'm aware that she isn't using it, but it's her bike and your kids have their bikes, so I don't see a reason for them to use hers." She then started going on about how I have no reason to talk to her like that if I was going around getting girls pregnant, insinuating that my sister was my daughter. At this point I was pissed and didn't want to deal with this lady, so I angrily said, "Lady, she's my sister, and I believe I have the right to talk considering I'm not being a little bitch. So I'm going to ask again, are you going to tell your little rats to get off my sister's bike or not?" She then got up and told her kids to get in the car. Later when I got home, I told my mom about it thinking she would see it as a funny story. Boy, was I wrong. She started going on about how I was so rude to that lady and that I need to learn to respect my elders. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. As a mum of a 14 male and 4 female, if you were my kids, I'd be how proud of you regardless if you swore or not. The way I read, you didn't call her a bitch and you held your own. It's that adult who should be embarrassed of the way she responded and let her children behave. Not the asshole. Your mom has a really weird way to reacting to these things. NTA. Okay, then hand over your car keys. You're clearly not using it as you're playing with your kids right now. I'll bring it right back when I'm done. Edit. Thanks for the awards. NTA. Respect is a two-way street and she clearly didn't respect you. You did the right thing and your sister will remember that. Not the asshole. Good for you. Adults are not always right, and feel free to call them out and stick up for your little sister when she is being bullied. Carry on being a good sport by being better parent than that lady when you're older, and even better than your mum, so you only bring good kids into the world. Well done. Info. Are you from a culture where elders are entitled to respect, e.g. Korean? Not the asshole either way. That woman clearly wants to teach her boys how to bully and take what isn't theirs. Great parenting. Not the asshole. Honestly, I would have just yanked the bike out from under the kid and told the mother to put a leash on her animals. You're 14. Wow, I wish I had the American football, soccer ball, basketball to defend myself from rude adults at your age. Am I the asshole for telling my coworker that my personal out-of-work activities are as important as her kids? Trying to keep this short. I am a married 36-year-old woman with no plans to have kids. I recently had an issue with a coworker where our boss emailed her to ask if one of us could cover an evening call. It's a 9-5 job, but we occasionally have evening calls due to collaborators in different time zones. The coworker asked me to do it because her son had a soccer game, but I said that I can't do it because I had a volleyball game. She said that I should do it because the soccer game is for her kid and my volleyball game is just for me. I said that respectfully my outside of work commitments are not less important than hers because I don't have children, and that she should take the call because I had taken the last 2. She scoffed at me, and I know that other people around the office have been gossiping about me since and saying that it was super messed up that I made her miss her kid's soccer game. I think that it's incredibly important to support working mothers. I am always more than happy to accommodate the schedules of the mothers I work with when it doesn't cause a significant inconvenience to me. For example, some coworkers leave early to pick up their kids. Our company is great about that, and I'm happy to work project schedules around that. I also would have taken that call if I hadn't had a conflict, as long as it wasn't a pattern of me taking significantly more evening calls. I talked to a friend about this, who is a mother, and she said that I should have just done it because people who don't have kids really should have more empathy for working parents, and we don't understand how hard it is. I said respectfully that I do understand that working mothers have much more stressful lives than I do, which is why I decided not to be a mother. I also said that I can have respect and empathy for working mothers and also value my time, choices equally. She similarly scoffed and said that I don't understand. Am I the asshole here? Follow up. Thanks everyone for the support. I'd like to acknowledge that a lot of the support is coming from working mothers, which I appreciate. Almost all of this has been respectful, but for anyone bashing mothers generally, using misogynistic terms, I don't need your support. Not the asshole. I love it when people say, but you don't have a family, as though people were hatched from pods. Having children isn't a free pass to get out of things you'd prefer not to do. Not the asshole at all. You took the last 2 calls, that is reason enough to say no. Look at you with the shiny spine. Purple heart. Not the asshole. It should be a rotation. Having kids is not a get out of crummy work free card. Not the asshole. But your mistake here is telling her what your personal business was. That's private, because once you put it out there, it's up for community judgment. Next time, less said, the better. Not the asshole. But it wasn't smart to say what your conflict was. You didn't have to justify it. All you had to say was, sorry, I really can't. I have a prior commitment. Not the asshole. This isn't like her kid was hit by a car and in the hospital, so she can't come in. It's hobby versus hobby, and clearly her turn to pick up the shift. Enjoy your volleyball game. Not the asshole. Working late should be a shared chore, just as you lay out. Ignore the whiners. The entitlement. Wow. A coworker choosing to have children should not become your burden to bear. Your personal life is your own, and next time you shouldn't feel a need to verbalize an excuse. No, I did the last 2, it's your turn, should suffice. Not the asshole. Am I the asshole for eating my fast food in the car so my girlfriend can't have the first bite? I have been living with my girlfriend for the past 6 months. We're both in our early 20s and have an overall great relationship. From well before our relationship began, I've been a big fast food eater. There's an intersection in my city that hosts 7 different fast food restaurants, and I'll frequent basically all of them. Since I do shift work, I'm generally off the clock at around 11 a.m., and then being too tired to cook, I'll hit up a burger joint for a cheeseburger and some fries. My girlfriend always wants to have exactly 1 bite, exclusively the first bite, of every item I order. When I noticed this, I would start by contacting her on my way to the restaurant asking if she wanted something. Her answer was consistently, no. But when I get home and dig in, the crinkling of a fast food bag is like Pavlov's bell to her. She'll immediately beeline straight for wherever I'm eating and ask if she can have a bite. I've asked if I could just leave a little at the end. No, she wants the first bite. I've pleaded with her to just let me buy her food. No, she doesn't want to eat that much. I've tried ordering a bit more and letting her polish off the whole burger. No, she'll turn every item into a sampler platter and then throw away the food I bought for her after the first bite if I don't eat it. I don't like it. I don't like this bizarre culinary version of jus primae noctis. For the past few weeks I've been eating in my car and discreetly disposing of the wrappers. I was just telling her I wasn't hungry after work, but the other day she found a garbage bag full of fast food wrappers in our bin on garbage day and she's furious at me for lying to her. Am I the asshole for not sharing with her? Not the asshole. Stop hiding. Tell her if she wants food you'll buy it for her, but her having to have the first bite of anything you eat is over now. If she wants to be mad over it, let her be mad. Not the asshole. I hate people who hover, graze or otherwise feel entitled to my damn food. This is the most bizarre flex I've ever seen someone pull. She probably started doing this as something cute and endearing, but now it's a real problem emo. This isn't like stealing a fry while you're already eating. This is saying you can't eat until she does, no matter what. I say eat when you want, and if she wants something she can have her own. Share on your own terms. Not the asshole. Info. What happens if you take the first bite? Does she still want a bite? Info. Have you ever asked her why she does this or have a conversation with her about this more than saying, no, at the time of the event? I ask this because this behavior is extremely bizarre. It's straight up food waste, but I'm wondering if maybe she's faced food insecurity in the past. I have an ex who would do something similar. We'd get from place and he'd refuse to order, but then come for my food and we had to share my food. Eventually, I started ordering 2 of whatever I was having because I'm a fucking adult and I want my own meal. Then he accused me wasting, while still dogging the extra and part of my food. It's the pettiest reason I've broken up with someone. I have no regrets. Lol. Not the asshole. ETA. At first I thought this was a money issue. But it couldn't have been because I was funding 90% of our outings. Now with my new partner we don't really go out to eat, but I'd still break it off if this situation ever repeated itself. Lol. Not the asshole. Isn't it an unspoken rule that if you want a bite of someone else's food that you do not, under any circumstances, get the first bite? Is she acting out from never having the first bite as a kid? What is this crazy psychology? Not the asshole. Joey doesn't share food. Am I the asshole for ordering fried pork intestine at a Chinese restaurant my girlfriend took me to? Me, 24M, and my girlfriend, 23F, of 2 years went out to an Asian restaurant yesterday. I'm a white guy, she's Asian, and she had been saying all before we went how I shouldn't be afraid to try the real Chinese food that they have there. And I kept saying I was looking forward to it because I love trying new things. But every time I said that she just raised an eyebrow and went, "We'll see." Well, we got there and the menu was in Mandarin with English subtitles and they had all kinds of things on it I'd never even imagined. It looked awesome. I ordered jellyfish tentacles over vinegar as an appetizer and she just went, "Okay, I get it, ha ha," ordering the weirdest thing on the menu just to prove me wrong. And she wouldn't believe me when I really enjoyed the dish. She tried some and just went, "Whoa, oh my god. There's no way you like that," and I just went, "Well, would you like to come take a seat inside my brain so you can tell for sure?" And she just rolled her eyes. I ordered the fried pork intestine. I've had tripe and I liked that, so I figured this would be cool. And the waiter was trying to discourage me from ordering it because he didn't think I would like it. As soon as he said that, my girlfriend just pounced and was like, "Yeah, no, he wouldn't like that. Don't order that. Order something you would like. Order fried rice or something." And I was like, "No. I want to try fried pork intestine, and I'm ordering fried pork intestine. I am not here to try fried rice, you can get that anywhere. I'm here for something I can't get anywhere else." And the waiter just cautiously took down the order, and girlfriend was like, "Well, you didn't have to be like that." I didn't even raise my voice. So I finally get the pork intestine. One of the chefs pokes his head out of the kitchen to watch me eat it, and it was incredible. I asked my girlfriend if she wanted any. She made a weird face and said, "No, obviously, you went and ordered the grossest thing possible just to make a point." And accused me of being passive-aggressive. I ate it all and wished there was more, and all the way home she was saying how I'm passive-aggressive and she can't believe I did what I did. And when we got home I just said, "Look, I can't believe you're upset that I ordered food from a place you took me to, and you're even more upset that I liked it." She said, "If you're gonna be like this about my culture, then you are never meeting my parents." I mean, IDK. Maybe I was being passive-aggressive and just didn't realize it. People can be passive-aggressive unconsciously, right? I thought I was ordering what interested me and eating food I enjoyed, and I'm probably gonna go back to that place without her because the food was straight up fire. But maybe I should have ordered something less Asian, so it doesn't look like I'm bragging about how I can handle Asian food, IDK. Sometimes I feel like she should just be with an Asian guy so she can be with someone she believes. Not the asshole. Sounds like she's the one being passive-aggressive, to be honest. She tells you that you shouldn't be afraid of ordering real Chinese food and then gets upset with you? Very weird reaction. I totally agree. Why did she take you there if she wanted you to either order something more American, or not like what you got? Feels like some kind of a weird setup. Not the asshole. What she wanted was for you to say, "Ew, gross, hate the food," and be all white about it so she could gloat about your racism. You really let her down. She's going to need to find another way to make you look or feel small and racist. Think about it. Not the asshole. But you've been dating 2 years and I feel like I'm missing some context about why she's surprised at this stage of your relationship that you enjoy trying new things. Not the asshole. This is very weird behavior. Frankly, it comes off as almost racist that she can't believe a white person would like Asian food. Let me get this straight. She invites you to a restaurant. You try some foods that may be a bit on the weird side and actually like them, and you are being passive-aggressive? I don't think she even understands what that term means. This is not going to work out if she is such a delicate flower that eating food and liking it is passive-aggressive. Edit. To say 1000% not the asshole. Not the asshole. That's crazy. I had the exact same experience on a more casual date. Also, pork intestine is good, so F the haters. Not the asshole. What a setup. It seems like she wanted you to hate the food so she could be right. Trying new foods is an awesome experience for some people and she is behaving very immaturely. Also, to throw meeting her parents into it? I'm sure her parents will love the guy who wants to eat traditional food. Not the asshole. And as a Chinese woman I find your girlfriend annoying and problematic. The dishes you ordered are quite common and I like them. She's contributing to the problem by making it a huge deal and calling them gross. She doesn't have to like them, but going out of her way to do this is annoying and just contributes to more stigma. She should deal with her own internalized racism instead of projecting it onto you.